Good afternoon. I'm Susan Poole, Vice President and Assistant Dean for Graduate Medical Education. Thank you for joining us. And a reminder that today's program will be archived on YouTube. And we hope you will take pride in sharing this special celebration with all those who have helped you on the path that has led you to this momentous day. I invite you to visit the Lewis Katz School of Medicine social media accounts, where we're also sharing posts and well wishes to celebrate this milestone. You can add to the online celebration by tagging your own post with hashtag Temple GME 2022. And we hope you'll visit the GME Celebration Kudo board for messages just for you and to leave your own congratulatory messages for each other. And now, let's welcome our 2022 resident and fellow graduates and congratulate them on their important career milestones. On behalf of the Graduate Medical Education Program and all our Temple clinicians, employees, staff, and administration, let me say that we are exceptionally proud of your accomplishments. Let's also acknowledge the partners, families, friends, and others who supported you on your journey to becoming a practicing physician. Today's celebration is a reflection of your final year of residency and fellowship. During your training, you have demonstrated your intellect, dedication, perseverance, and your deep commitment to our patients and community. Our job is to make sure that our trainees become phenomenal physicians. And as you leave Temple to enter the next phase of your medical career, I know you have become just that and will be forever enshrined as part of our Temple Strong legacy. Our first speaker is Michael Young, President and CEO of Temple University Health System. Serving the community with a full range of academic medicine, giving patients the best care with persistently better outcomes, increasing efficiency to expand capacity and access, hitting nationally competitive quality, safety, and financial outcomes that are among the best in the organization's history, building and coaching a senior leadership team to sustain success for decades to come. That is Mike's credo, and it defines his leadership during Temple Health's 3 consecutive years of spiraling up and counting. Indeed, Temple's reputation is on the rise, and as we spiral up together under his leadership, it is my pleasure to introduce Mike Young.
Welcome and congratulations to our graduating residents and fellows. We trust that your experience at Temple has expanded your knowledge and reinforced your confidence as talented doctors. You have certainly earned every bit of that confidence. The quality of your care has contributed to exceptional patient outcomes. That quality is reflected in our hospital's national and regional recognition, which you helped us earn together. They include the Leapfrog Top Hospital Award for Outstanding Quality and Safety, the only academic medical center in Philadelphia to win this award. Leapfrog Hospital Safety Grade of A for the 3rd consecutive cycle. Very impressive. The Greater Philadelphia Business Coalition on Health's Hospital Quality and Safety Award. The LGBTQ Health Equity Leader for the 4th consecutive year. The Loan Institute National Grade of A in 3 categories: patient safety, social responsibility, and health equity. You've placed patient welfare above all else while navigating very challenging diagnoses and complex technical issues, including those contributed by the COVID pandemic. So on behalf of our medical staff, our leadership team, and every member of the Temple family, please accept our gratitude and congratulations on your exceptional work. We all wish you the best in your future careers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. I would now like to introduce 2 of our former GME graduates, Dr. P.J. Brennan, an internal medicine resident from 1983, and Dr. Sonia Hava, a diagnostic radiology resident from 2019. Dr. Brennan, an infectious disease physician, is the Chief Medical Officer and Senior Vice President of the University of Pennsylvania's Health System and Professor of Medicine at the Perelman School of Medicine. As Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Brennan leads the implementation of Penn's Blueprint for Quality, a strategic effort to improve clinical accountability and outcomes of care. Dr. Brennan oversees the departments of clinical effectiveness, quality improvement, graduate medical education, patient safety, regulatory affairs, medical affairs, and the Center for Health Equity Advancement.
Hello, I'm PJ Brennan. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of the University of Pennsylvania Health System, and I'm a 1982 graduate of Temple University School of Medicine. I'm also a 1985 graduate of Temple University Hospital's residency program in internal medicine, and I served an additional year as chief resident before pursuing a fellowship in infectious diseases. First, I want to congratulate you on the completion of your residency. It is no small feat in the face of a pandemic and the stress that it caused for your personal life and your graduate medical education. Temple was among the busiest hospitals anywhere in the pandemic, and the service you provided to the community was invaluable. I'm very proud of my roots at Temple. Behind me on my wall hangs my Temple Med School diploma, and in my hand is a compendium of the clinical pathological conferences that I and my co-chief residents prepared every week during the 1985-86 academic year. This was a major teaching conference. As I leafed through its pages, I noted how often we called back former residents to discuss these cases and how much we learned about diagnostic thought processes by attending and preparing these conferences over the 4 years I was here. We also drew on our own internal faculty talent, who were brilliant clinicians and teachers. The people who populated these pages were the equal of faculty anywhere. The attendings I worked with, the lessons I learned, and the relationships I developed resonate with me to this day. So I am Temple trained, and it has made an enormous difference in my career, as it has in the careers of my classmates in school and in residency. I learned to put the patient first. I learned a commitment to the underserved that has informed my career choices and led me into the field of infectious diseases and multiple roles in public health activities. Those were interests I did not know I had until I was exposed to critical issues in these fields while at Temple. Infectious diseases, HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis control, infection prevention, medical education, oversight of fellowship training, all of these interests of mine had their seeds and began to flourish at Temple. Throughout my career after training, Temple residents have surrounded me. I was one of 7 consecutive classes of residents to matriculate at Penn as a fellow in infectious diseases there. Others have followed since. I collaborate with specialists in advanced lung disease, critical care, radiology, rheumatology, and internal medicine every day who had their start at Temple. One of my classmates is chairman of orthopedics here. Beyond Philadelphia, my co-residents have made their mark as leaders in practice, research, the leadership of professional societies, industry, and public health. Many of them are my day-to-day colleagues in Philadelphia. In my administrative role as a chief medical officer, I think every day about the lessons I learned from Alan Myers, my program director, and the experiences I had as a chief resident. In the front of this book, Alan inscribed the following words to me. The past year has been difficult, but eased by your constant help. Best of luck in your career. Remember, be the best you can be. Don't settle for mediocrity. I can't say it better than my mentor did. His words apply to you. You have had difficult years. In your career and in life, be a constant help. Patients and your family need you. Develop yourself and continue to learn. Be the best you can be. And don't settle. Don't be complacent. Temple has set you on a great path. Make the best of the great start in your career that Temple has given you. Keep your Temple ties strong. Best wishes and good luck.
Dr. Hava graduated from the New York Institute of Technology, College of Osteopathic Medicine in 2014 and completed an intern year in internal medicine at Morristown Medical Center. She then joined us at Temple for her diagnostic radiology residency, served as chief resident, completing her residency in 2019. She continued her training at NYU for a one-year breast imaging fellowship. Dr. Hava is currently an attending and clinical assistant professor in radiology at NYU.
Hi, my name is Sana Hava, and I graduated from Temple University Hospital Diagnostic Radiology Residency in 2019. I'm currently an attending at NYU. An important lesson which really prepared me for my future is, number one, you're going to see a lot of diverse cases. When people tell you that, don't underestimate it. You're going to see a lot. You're going to learn a lot. So really take it all in. Number two, you're going to be hit with high volume. So don't forget, behind every scan, there is a real person. So keep that in mind, because sometimes you can get lost in the volume, the shuffle of everything, but just remind yourself there's a real person behind that scan. My advice to you for the future is don't be afraid to ask for anything. What do I mean by that? When you apply for a job, when you look for opportunities in life, you'd be surprised how many times you can just ask. Worst case scenario, someone says no, you've lost nothing. But best case scenario, someone says yes, or someone negotiates, and now you've gained everything. So that's my advice to you. Cheers to the graduates.
What inspiring messages from our Temple GME alumni. Thank you, Drs. Brennan and Hava. Our next speaker is the Lewis Katz School of Medicine's Interim Dean, Dr. Amy Goldberg. Dr. Goldberg is no stranger to Temple. She arrived as a resident in 1987 and to our good fortune stayed, serving in multiple leadership capacities over the years. A nationally celebrated clinician, scholar, educator, and violence prevention advocate, Dr. Goldberg has devoted herself to education, patient care, and community service at Temple for more than 30 years. She's earned multiple awards for her leadership, her mentorship, and her exemplary teaching, including the coveted Philadelphia Award for Extraordinary Civic Commitment, which she accepted on behalf of those who cannot necessarily speak for themselves. She has served as chief of the Trauma and Surgical Critical Care Division, the George S. Peters, MD, and Louise C. Peters, Chair and Professor of Surgery, and Temple University Health System Surgeon-in-Chief. And as a former resident at Temple and director of the General Surgery Residency Program, Dr. Goldberg knows exactly how hard you have worked to reach this milestone in your careers. Dr. Goldberg, it's an honor to have you with us today.
I would like to extend my congratulations to all the 2022 Temple-made residents and fellows. 30 years ago, I became Temple-made as I finished my Temple General Surgery residency. Like all of you, it was an incredible journey with lots of highs and lows and moments of self-doubt. But I did it, and now so have you. Your training at Temple has prepared you to work at any hospital in the nation. You are well trained like no other, and you will soon see it during your fellowships or your first jobs. You can take care of the sickest of the sick and do so with ease, grace, compassion, and heart. Your Temple training has given you the power. You have superior clinical skills and exceptional social understanding. You also have the communication skills and creativity to see and seize opportunity to truly make a difference in patients' lives. Remember to take care of your patients as you want your families to be cared for. Remember, medicine is a team effort, so continue to embrace the importance of multidisciplinary care and appreciate all members of the team. Remember to take care of yourselves and make time for your families, friends, and supports. Don't ever forget your Temple family. We are here for you always. In closing, I know you have everything it takes to succeed in the years ahead. Compassion and commitment, professionalism and passion, fortitude and flexibility, determination and grit. Go forward, be bold, lead with your heart, and wave the Temple flag proudly. Congratulations, job well done.
Thank you, Dr. Goldberg, and thank you for everything that you've always done for graduate medical education at Temple University Hospital. I'm Milo Sewards, the Program Director for Orthopedic Surgery, and I chair the Graduate Medical Education Committee, which means it is my honor to be able to congratulate each one of you on behalf of all the program directors here at Temple. Your time at Temple has certainly not been easy. It's been marked by resiliency, adaptability, and service to a patient population that would be left behind by others. I often brag about my own time at Temple and talk about how well it has prepared me for all the challenges in my career. I certainly expect that it will be the same for each of you. My sincere congratulations and best wishes for the next steps in your career, whether you're a graduating resident who's going to go on to additional fellowship training, or a graduating resident going on to your practice, or whether you're a graduating fellow going on to your practice. Carry the Temple name with pride and understand that the service that you've provided to our patient population will be a highlight of your career from here forward. Next up, we're going to hear from some of your peers, Dr. Persnani and Dr. Gray. Again, my congratulations.
Hi, class of 2022, we did it. Hard work and perseverance paid off. My name is Richa Persnani, and I am a graduating PGY4 from the OBGYN residency program here at Temple. A huge congratulations to my fellow Temple graduates. We worked through many challenges these past few years with the COVID pandemic, but I am so proud of us. Thank you all for being so helpful with consults, curbsides, and everlasting support. An important quote by Maya Angelou that I came by during my intern year, and I actually made my phone lock screen since then, is, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." And yeah, for style, I'm talking about those colorful calzeros and Patagonias that we rocked in the hospital. I think that at times we definitely did feel like we were just surviving, but I know that we did much more than that as we provided difficult yet much needed rewarding care to our North Philly patient population here at Temple. So with that, let's celebrate our many accomplishments with our families and our loved ones who we know we could not have done this without. Cheers to being Temple made. Congratulations, everyone.
Hi, my name is Rob Gray, and I'm a graduating senior and chief resident of the diagnostic radiology program here at Temple. Welcome to our virtual graduation ceremony, and congratulations to all the graduating residents and fellows here today. When I was asked to write this speech, I honestly didn't think it would be too hard. After all, as radiologists, all we do is talk all day, or as we like to call it, dictating. I went to see if we had any templates for graduation speeches, since you all know we can't do anything without our templates. But of course, we're having an IT downtime and PowerScribe had crashed. So here's my attempt at free dictation. We were asked to share a memory from early in residency that may resonate with other residents. So I'm going to quickly take you back almost exactly 47 months ago. It was my very first day of radiology residency. And like many first day residents, I was scared. I didn't know how to do radiology, but I was mostly scared that as soon as I opened my mouth to dictate, everyone would know I had nothing intelligent to say, which now I know is a completely irrational fear, but it felt very real at the time. I was working on my first abdominal radiograph, and by working, I of course mean just staring at the screen without saying anything. And suddenly I hear this voice from over my shoulder. "Bro, I'm just gonna stand here watching until you start saying something." It was one of my chiefs at the time, and he was, of course, just kidding. But weirdly, that moment gave me the confidence to just start and go for it, not be afraid of making a mistake or sounding dumb, knowing that each step is all part of the learning process and growth through residency. As I progressed through residency and now as chief resident, I often reflect on that moment, now knowing that I too need to encourage new residents to just start, not to be afraid to stumble or fail, all while guiding and supporting them along this rigorous path of learning. As I look out upon the faces of this graduating class, or actually just my own face, I realized how incredibly proud I am of the training I've received at Temple. It's been an honor to work alongside so many elite clinicians in many different fields, all while battling a global pandemic together. And I know that this graduating class is Temple strong and will go out into the world doing amazing things while always remaining part of the Temple family. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the obligatory inspirational graduation quote that I Googled last night. This served up by penicillin discoverer Sir Alexander Fleming. For the birth of something new, there has to be a happening. Newton saw an apple fall, James Watt watched a kettle boil, Rankin fogged some photographic plates, and these people knew enough to translate ordinary happenings into something new. So to all the graduates, I urge you to use the skills, knowledge, and insight gained during our time here at Temple to translate other ordinary happenings we encounter out in the world into something new as well. Congratulations to the Temple University Hospital graduating class of 2022. Now let's go make some money and pay off those student loans. Thank you, and happy birthday to my mom. Full stop, sign report.
Thank you, Dr. Sewards, Dr. Persani, and Dr. Gray. To our graduates, it is my pleasure to note that you are now officially lifetime members of the Lewis Katz School of Medicine Medical Alumni Association, joining more than 13,000 physicians working all around the globe. Your fellow Alumni Association members are a distinguished group, working as practitioners, serving on medical school faculties, holding offices in regional, national, and international professional associations, volunteering in communities all over the world, and making significant discoveries that are changing the face of medicine. To welcome you into its ranks, I am pleased to share this message from the president of the Lewis Katz School of Medicine Alumni Association.
Congratulations to the Temple GME class of 2022. My name is Fred Squires, class of 1991, and I serve as president of the Medical Alumni Association. On behalf of the board and all our alumni, I welcome you as you join a group of colleagues, peers, and friends who share in your Temple pride. I encourage you to keep in touch and stay connected with your Temple family. I look forward to sharing in your successes and accomplishments as you embark on this new phase of your medical career. Congratulations.
To our graduates, once again, congratulations and welcome to our alumni community. Before closing, I'd like to acknowledge and thank our speakers and everyone who helped organize today's events. Speaking on behalf of the entire GME office and all of our program directors and chairs, I want you to know how much we enjoy working with all our residents and fellows. You inspire us to do our best every day. We wish you all the best and hope that your pursuit of knowledge and skill is a constant in your future endeavors. As many of you already know, the GME program was recently honored at the Temple University Hospital's Acres of Diamond Gala as the recipient of this year's Diamond Award. The Diamond Award is the highest honor conferred by the hospital. And as we close today's program, we like to share with you a video that was shown at the event. It not only demonstrates the critical importance of Temple's residents and fellows to our hospital and our patients, but recognizes and celebrates what makes this program and you, the physicians that matriculate from it, so exceptional in your commitment, in your practice, and in your preparedness to make a lasting positive impact as you advance your medical careers. I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the heart and soul that you have poured into serving our patients and community during your time as Temple residents and fellows. We were lucky to work with you. We will miss you, and we know that you will make Temple proud as you continue on your next adventures.
The residents are the lifeblood of the hospital. The residents are really what makes the hospital work.
They are contributing so much to the patient care that we provide.
Residents are truly necessary to every part of what we do within the hospital.
Without our residents, we couldn't see as many patients. We couldn't have some of the complex programs that we do have. It really allows us to offer a much broader and more comprehensive range of services because we do have these training programs.
Typical day, I'm coming in. We have a lecture in the morning, reading a whole bunch of diagnostic studies.
We spend a lot of time in the cath lab, we spend time in the echo lab. We also spend time in clinic and on the consult services.
We come in between 6:30 and 7. We look over patients' charts and labs, and we go to see how they're doing for the day.
After that, just kind of divvying up tasks as far as, what I'm doing, calling family, take care of patients all day, and then at nighttime, get ready for sign out again.
Over the course of the time that I've been at Temple, there's been an enormous amount of growth. We train almost 700 trainees. We have a total of 46 accredited programs.
One of the things that's so wonderful about training at Temple is that I can go to anyone at any level of training and ask whatever questions I have.
I know that anywhere I go, I'll be prepared based on what I've seen and done here.
Many people go into medicine proclaiming that they're going to address disparities in care. But at Temple, that's something that we live every day, taking care of people who are really the most vulnerable and at risk in our society.
The people that we take care of are really, really appreciative of the work that we do, and they know how much goes into it. What we do is impactful and meaningful. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here, and that's why I enjoy doing my job.
We're able to really provide care that patients wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
Our residents and fellows tend to be much more altruistic than the average resident. They do things in the community, food banks, mobile van care.
Many people stay at Temple for the mission, which is service and care to our community, education of our students and residents and fellows, and research.
It's a place that can give really, really high-class healthcare to an underserved population. It's also a place where we're doing such awesome things that we have people coming in and traveling in here from all over the place.
When I first took over my job as a program director, I remember telling the residents, what you don't see is that we are literally a diamond in the rough. Watching them grow into that and recognizing how much they shine compared to everyone else.
I think it's tremendously important to recognize the program directors. They do a lot of thankless work, and while they might get the rewards from their interactions with their residents, it really is important for the institution to recognize all the hard work that our program directors have done.
My residents move on and they are meeting with other residents and finding out that they've done more clinical cases that are challenging than anyone has. They stand out in terms of their clinical acumen.
Being able to learn and train alongside some of your best friends is such a unique experience. My co-fellows are not only my friends, but colleagues and people that I know that I'll call on in the future for questions.
We go above and beyond to help each other out in whatever way it is, whether it's a question about a patient or just life advice as well.
I see myself in our current residents because I was one of them. I'm so very fortunate that I matched at Temple University Hospital for my general surgery residency.
Temple made me the doctor and surgeon that I am today. My involvement in educating the residents at Temple is one of the most important things to me.
I'm so happy for the recognition that the graduate medical education program is getting.
All of you associated with the GME program, residents, fellows, faculty, administrators, you create a special milieu that allows us to recruit and keep the programs as strong as they are. Your hard work makes all of this possible.
The recognition that it provides to all of our program directors, to all of our graduate medical education administrators, and the residents and fellows themselves. It's incredibly inspiring.
The idea that we're recognizing them with the Diamond Award really shows that they are a valuable part of what we do.
I think I'm proud to be a Temple resident, just to be able to train with these great residents, great faculty, great administration.
I've really enjoyed my time here, and I look forward to the time that I have left.
First year fellowship, being on call is the hardest thing I've ever done. It really made me proud of myself and of the program in general to be able to train us the way that they do.
I'm really proud to be part of the GME program because of its excellence, because of its standards, because it cares. I'm just eager and happy to participate in creating a new group of not just physicians, but physician leaders.